Welcome to the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
Come on!
What a schmuck I was. Schmuck. It's not smuck, it's schmuck.
A weekly look into the lives and minds of four friends and two lovers making it work in hashtag erotic
Smuck.
Riverview.
Schmuck. Smuck.
And now, here's your host, Jahida.
Hit me, bitch. Hit me again. I can take it. Give it to me.
Special K. That's what she said. Chris. Black ass piece. And Lisa.
Your balls dropped.
This is the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
She's a wildflower. That's her superpower. She'll talk your ear off for hours. She's got so much to say. She's got all the colors, not like all the others. Misunderstood could be the story of her life, but she doesn't care. Just don't block her sunlight. She's been told that she's crazy. They don't know she's amazing, wild and free, just like a daisy. Oh, 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 she's a wildflower. Oh, 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 that's a superpower. She's a risk taker and a rule breaker. One side is polka dot, the other one is stripes. But she doesn't care, just don't tell her what's right. She's been told that she's crazy. They don't know she's amazing, wild and free, just like a daisy. Oh, 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 she's a wildflower. Oh, 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 that's a superpower. She's got dandelion daydreams, and they're gonna set her free, so just let her be. Oh, and if you dare to let her, she'll make any moment sunset sweet. She's been told that she's crazy. They don't know she's amazing, wild and free, just like a daisy. Oh, oh, oh. She's been told that she's crazy. They don't know she's amazing, wild and free, just like a daisy. Oh, 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 like a daisy. Oh, 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 she's a wildflower. She's a wildflower. Oh, and that's a superpower.
So I've been recording the whole time, so we're
All right.
Oh, jeez.
that's how we do it here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I think everyone's sounds are good, and we'll figure out the stuff for the music part later. I got a DI box, and I might use the
for more airtime.
beta. You good with your hair?
I was looking for more airtime, so I tried to get as,
Well,
tried to get as close to the
again,
guest.
No, that's
You can have way more Jamie FaceTime than me. I don't like being on camera.
is not that is not going out anywhere right now. It's that one, remember? That's your what you're
That's
gonna
like
say.
the worst one.
Well, we can change it.
No, that's a good one.
There. How about that? Now we're using it's that camera that's above the TV.
That one's better.
So I will use all of them though. Don't worry. So
Okay.
hey, all right. Well,
Can
let's.
I get more in my more of everybody in my headphones? My headphones are just really low.
Yeah, I don't
No.
know which one you actually are.
Check.
I mean,
That- that-
how
now
close
I'm
are
up.
we supposed to be to the microphone?
Check.
I get up on the mic.
Like all the way up? Like
Like right now.
like
That's
that?
fine.
So I'm like
Yeah.
where my nose is touching.
If you, I prefer to do that. That's me.
Okay, I just
I
wasn't
just
sure.
like you get that proximity, you get the boom of your voice. Although it's really not a thing for a female, so you probably don't have to worry about that.
You want to be all the way back here. I can just be this. My voice does carry. So.
Are you good with your sound?
Yeah, now I'm all set.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Welcome, Dinner with Schmucks, the artist interview series. This is number 3, and we have today joining us Jackie June and Kory Hilpmann, right?
Yep.
All right.
You got it.
And sitting in as special guest host today from artist interview series number 1, Jamie McClanahan. McClanahan. Jamie McClanahan, he was a goalie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. On the
It's
Flames.
close.
Yes.
The boo sound.
So it was somebody. It was just, I don't know.
Yep, Jamie McClanahan. Yeah, number 29 on the Calgary Flames, goaltender.
So, no, Jamie McClanahan is back to co-host this episode. And the reason Jamie's here is we talked about a little bit. Well, actually, we didn't talk about why you were going to be here again. But you guys are all kind of doing this acoustic tour together now. And you're playing the Electric City tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Which doesn't matter for the people when you guys are listening to this.
That's
It'll be
true.
like last week. But still, it's cool.
Yeah, we're definitely excited about it.
It's our first time in Scranton, so it's gonna be cool. To
Yeah,
check
I've passed through before. I've seen signs, but my first time actually, exploring. We actually tried the restaurant you recommended.
Okay,
it was
El
good.
Mary's, yeah?
It was good.
Yeah,
we wanted the Dunder Mifflin tour, but we couldn't really.
That was gonna be
30 minutes long.
That was gonna be my next question. Are you guys Office fans?
I am. I've watched
You are,
it.
okay.
It took me a little while. I didn't watch it till college, but I liked
Okay.
it.
I've watched a few episodes.
Is there an actual Dunder Mifflin tour?
No.
Or is it
Apparently
okay?
not. I thought there
No,
was.
we did look
Okay.
it up, and it does not exist, and a lot of the locations don't actually exist anymore.
So it's more like the Jamie McClanahan, Aaron Hernandez tour, where I just went to the crime scenes and visited.
with you?
Right? I understand now. It's that kind of tour.
basically, sure. Oh my god.
I actually know somebody. I used to work with somebody that went to college with him.
Really?
To Florida, yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did he know him personally?
I don't think that they weren't friends, but I do believe they had met each other and in some way knew each other.
How about that?
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation.
Exactly.
Right? So true, man. It really is.
Going back to the Office tour, so you say a lot of places. So they tried their best to be accurate.
Sure.
But there are like some places. My wife and I are we're part of one of these Facebook groups, these office groups, and somebody was coming into I forgot what they were doing, going to a hockey game, I guess, but they wanted to do like all the Dunder Mifflin stuff first, and they're like, "Oh, we'll go eat at Chili's." I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Wilkes-Barre. For that. There's no Chili's in Scranton." But and then to see the sign, you have to go to the mall now. Because they took the sign off the highway.
I read that. I read that they took.
Stopping.
I read they took the sign down, but I didn't know they put it
Yeah.
up in a mall.
It's over. Well, it's not even technically a mall anymore. It's the marketplace at Steamtown. But
I think we passed that.
But Poor Richards is still open, or
Yeah.
Poor Richards.
There were a couple places.
That's what she said.
There's still a handful of places. My wife found Alfredo's Pizza the other day and sent a picture. So they used to have, when the mall was a mall, there used to be a Dunder Mifflin store in there. And they just
really?
sold like tchotchke stuff.
I think we saw a street called like Mifflin or something.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, Mifflin Avenue.
That's still there.
Yeah, I don't think that had anything to do with the show.
Yeah. I was just like,
So-
oh hey.
Because actually, the address in the show of and we'll stop talking about The Office because this isn't the Office interview.
I won't have much to contribute either, so it'll be a really boring conversation.
Especially when the main guest doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say
We can
one
talk
last
about
thing.
Friends, and I'll
We
know
could
anything you
We
want.
could definitely talk about Friends.
Oh yeah, let's go.
But let me finish my thought here.
Okay, let's go.
They call me Cookie Dude.
I think that is the only Friends clip I have. No, the address in the show for The Office, Dunder Mifflin is on like something Slough Avenue. In the original version of The Office, the company was Slough Paper Company.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Nice crossover.
There we go.
you missed something.
I did. The
So
moment's
did I.
over, and now the moment has passed.
So Friends, yeah. So actually, you're getting back to the It's the we're on a break tour.
No, we
Is
were
that
on
what
a
you're
break
calling
tour.
it?
Yeah.
We were on a break tour. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty famous line from the show throughout the entire series. And
Certainly.
we were talking about it, we were trying to come up with names for, we went back and forth for a while.
A few days in the week.
Yeah, lots of group texts and all kinds of weird things like that. And being that it was a coffee house tour and, we're big fans of Friends, why not,
Yeah. I loved Friends.
It's all I watch still. Literally.
Every once in a
Every night.
while, I still watch it.
Constantly.
Like it's on TBS every day, but
I just Netflix it. So when they were about to cancel it on Netflix, I was literally screaming.
yeah, that's
I don't know what I'm going to do when it expires, the contract.
That's how we're gonna be
By
with
the box
Office.
series.
Yeah, I have all 10 seasons on DVD.
I don't think I even have a DVD player. What is going to be my life?
I think I might have one. I could play them in my PlayStation. So
Oh, you know what?
That's what I
yeah, I think we have a PlayStation.
you just got to rip them all into your computer. That's what I did with all the Seinfeld episodes.
There you go.
So and Seinfeld will just never go away either. So
Gotcha.
That is the best show ever.
I would still argue that Friends is. Just
Friends
saying.
up there. Friends up there.
all three of these that we're talking about, all NBC Thursday night shows.
Really? I didn't even make that connection.
Did anyone ever see the Friends spinoff, Joey?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did watch
Yeah?
Joey.
Miserable failure.
It failed, yeah, but I thought the show was actually pretty good, but it was up against the OC, if you remember. It was on Thursday
Oh,
nights.
was it?
Fucking
Was it?
OC.
Thursday
Yes.
nights at 8:00. Again, I mean, so
Didn't even know this was a thing.
I personally knew plenty of
OC
people who
or Joey.
Joe. Well,
really. I knew plenty of people who wanted to watch Joey but couldn't because it was up against the OC, and I think that was a big mistake.
And DVR wasn't really around.
No, you still had to
So,
use
It was
before
you
TiVo.
You still had to
Yeah.
put the VCR Plus codes in.
Forget
from the
DVR.
TV guy.
Oh, my God.
Remember the VCR Plus codes?
Remember the? Oh my god.
We're so aging ourselves right now.
I was about to do that, which is why I stopped myself.
Yeah,
I was about to
yeah,
ask
yeah.
if anybody remembered.
Let's
the
not
TV
even go there.
guide.
Let's not even go there,
Do you
Jamie.
remember when remotes were wired?
Oh, God.
Remotes were wired.
Oh, my God. My parents had one in, their bedroom
Do you
that,
remember when video game controllers were wired?
oh, God.
Hey, I still have an Atari somewhere.
I have a few wired video game systems in this house. I don't think any of them are hooked up.
Nice. Oh yeah,
you have an N64. Come on, yeah. Classics.
I don't have an N64.
No.
I have a Super Nintendo. I have an Intellivision.
I like the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of original Nintendo games and some controllers here, but I don't have a Nintendo here. And believe it or not, those things are crazy expensive to buy.
Really?
Now, what about that recent Nintendo that came out? It was made by, I think, a third party, but it was basically Nintendo. You know what I'm talking about?
My brother
Yeah.
told me about that. He was
And
like,
they-
you gotta get it. You gotta
Yeah.
get it. And it was like
Whatever
$50
happened
or
with it?
something. I
Wait,
think
was
they
that the
made
one
a.
preloaded with all the
I
games?
think
I think so,
No, that
yeah.
was made by Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they did?
What
make
happened
that?
to
It
that?
was like the Nintendo Classic.
Yeah.
It was like a limited
They
edition
sold
thing.
out like that.
Yeah.
And now, you pay $400 or $500 for them on eBay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Same thing happened with the Super Nintendo.
I'm sorry, just not worth it.
And it's so fun. When the Super Nintendo came out, that launched maybe a year or so ago. I watched immediately on the Facebook Marketplace. The day it launched, people started. They had 5 of them. They were selling for $300 a piece,
Wow.
and they paid $89 for them.
Oh man, I wish I got on
And
that
they
train.
just
Missed that boat.
They just go
Yeah.
and they just stock up on them, and then they start selling them second. So, but there was a company making basically clones, and this one video game shop I used to go to in Tampa carried them that was had both a Nintendo and Super Nintendo slot in them. But even then, they were still cashing in on the nostalgic of it all, so they were selling it for $60-$70.
Oof.
You go to a secondhand store or a collector store where they sell games. Some of the games are $80 for a Nintendo game, and it's ridiculous.
You can download an emulator on the
Oh, yeah.
computer for free.
I know. I had that in college. That was crazy.
I was playing NBA Jam Tournament Edition a month ago. Is it the shoes? You remember that game?
yeah. NBA. I was playing NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo the last time I had it fired up.
Nice. Yeah, it was my Super Nintendo emulator.
Yeah. That I had Raymond playing it one day. He was playing Super Mario 2, or I guess it was just called Mario 2. And all he was doing was picking the princess and jumping off the cliff, and then just doing it over and over again. Because he didn't know what he was doing. It was a year ago, so it was 1.5 at the time. Kory, I was reading through your bio, and actually, so you're from Oakland, New Jersey.
That's right.
So my entire family is from like the Bloomingdale and Butler area, which is
Okay.
like right there. I've been in Oakland many times.
No way.
So it was I know Jersey pretty well. We talked a lot about Belmar the last time Jamie was here. Jackie, we could talk. You want to mention where you're from in Jersey?
I live in South Amboy, but originally from Tom's River,
Okay.
the shore. Yeah.
See, so we can really get into that Jersey vibe here.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately for the listeners.
I know. I don't know how much they want to hear about this.
dirty Jersey.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a special place.
And it's not inaccurate.
Yeah.
I like Jersey. I have no problem with Jersey.
Me too. I love
Maybe
it.
it's because I don't live there, and it's just a place where I go to see my family. But
There are some good parts. Like there's this one part. It's great. You're driving on it's one of the highways, and you see this like sign. It says "Leaving New Jersey." It's
Oh
beautiful.
my
Absolutely
God.
gorgeous.
One good part. North Jersey is nice. They have more trees and stuff.
I
Just highway.
always like the fact that it's free to get into Jersey, but you have to pay to leave Jersey.
It's almost like an old honeymooners. It sounds like a Ralph Cramden kind of like Ralph Cramden's the governor or something. Let them all in for free and charge them to get out.
To get out, yeah, you have to find some of those state roads to get out. If you take a highway, they're going to charge you to get out of the state.
They charge you for everything in New Jersey. Everything.
It's like that everywhere
Yeah.
now, though.
Yeah,
I
my buddy
guess.
was just saying that they're trying to charge him. I mean, he got popped selling drugs, and they had the nerve to find this guy. Unbelievable.
The nerve. The nerve of some people.
Jamie's just all set up with one-liners now.
I know, right?
Nowadays.
God bless
There
this
you
mess.
go. Now that he's not the guest, now that he's the co-host, you thinking on him the whole drive here?
No, it's just this time I got to take a nap before coming in.
Jackie, you just released a new EP, right?
Yeah, I'm super
Was
excited.
it your first regular EP? 'Cause I know you'd sent me a single like last winter or last fall. Jesus, I don't even know what time of the year it is anymore. And recorded it at Audio Factory, right?
Yeah, with Jamie.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to talk about,
Sure.
promote the album?
Sure. So the album, it's called Wildflower. It is my first EP. It's got 5 songs on it. Super excited. Co-wrote them with this amazing singer-songwriter named Jess Hudak. Love writing with her. She's incredible. I'm just excited to finally have it all done and released, and it's, available to stream on all the streaming platforms and download and all that good stuff. And I got a couple of physical CDs too. I didn't know people still played CDs, but apparently they do. So I got some.
No, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
My car still takes them.
Yeah,
we were on the way up.
I was like, this is the first time I'm hearing it on the CD. This is crazy.
My CD player in my car currently holds the thing that holds my phone.
Yeah, I don't even have a CD player in my car. So I don't own a CD
I'm gonna
player.
be so upset when they're
Is
gone.
it a cassette deck still in your car?
No.
My dad's truck still has one.
There you go.
Oh, good old Ford truck.
You gotta get the old 8-track player with the cassette adapter for the 8-track player, and then
Be super hipster.
then the cassette adapter for your cassette player to use your Walkman or your Discman.
I remember those.
Like that's now you're going like 3 levels. Like the sound just gotta be so
It sounded
deteriorated.
really
It's the
complicated.
input.
My brain just shut off completely.
So so your car it didn't come with
No, a lot of newer cars don't come with them anymore.
Come with CD players.
No.
Mine doesn't either.
Yeah.
Damn. So
It's
what?
so upsetting.
So what is it? It just does it have like satellite radio built in? And I would
Yeah,
assume,
that's
right?
built in. I can, Bluetooth from my phone.
That's just so weird. I didn't know they just unless it like. I guess back in the day they didn't put them in. I'm sure it probably costs less to put them in than it doesn't these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a 2017 car that I got in 2016. No CD player.
Yeah,
Wow.
mine's a 2015.
It's a GM.
No CD player.
Yeah, mine's a 2015. Still has a CD player, but it was weird because even like into like the early 2000s, I think like. Was it like Lexuses were still putting tape decks in their cars?
Oh my God,
SUVs.
really?
I had a friend who,
The luxury vehicles?
Yeah, like it
Gotta
had
have their tape
everything.
decks.
It had everything, including the tape deck.
Wow. Wow. All right.
I mean, look, they gave you everything, right?
yeah.
And then Kory, you also when I was reading the bio, it said you had one coming out. When I found it on on your SoundCloud, it looks like did you release the album last year, or
Yeah, officially February last
Okay.
year.
So, and Whispers After Dark.
Yeah. Whispers After Dark, yep.
I'm going to start typing notes instead of handwriting them.
Yeah, so that was kind of like those were like the first few songs I ever wrote like back in high school, and I knew they were the first ones I wanted to record just to put out there as like, hey, this is, you know, type of music I play. And I had it kind of low key recorded in like my dining room with a buddy of mine who does sound and stuff. So it was more of like a kind of homey, acousticy, rustic recording. But it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of kind of like hand percussion stuff and like random, all like mostly natural sounds, a little bit of like software instruments and things. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. And now I'm trying to promote that while we're together. I'm playing with Jackie and I'm doing my songs too. So then the next move is to work on new stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I listened to a little bit of it on SoundCloud, and I immediately heard the Billy Joel influences in there. And,
Cool.
And I love Billy Joel, so that was, and Ben Folds. You're wearing your Ben Folds shirt today.
Yeah. And Billy Joel are all of it.
How did that control?
Oh, never mind. You did it. It woke up, so it changed inputs automatically. I can turn that off. I don't know how to do that though. All right, sorry, Jamie derailing.
Jamie
the
breaking all the
God,
toys.
messing everything up, Jamie.
Are you trying to find something on the internet to
Do we
watch?
have to put you in timeout?
I was trying to prep Jackie's video.
Oh.
Just to have it ready to go when you're ready for this.
Yeah, what we can definitely do is when I do the final video version is I'll definitely do what I did with yours is we'll pull the video and drop that in as one of the the song breaks or breaks coming back in. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Been
It's
a long day
okay.
so far.
It's all good.
So you guys want to talk about some of your influences and you know, obviously we talked Billy Joel, a little Ben Folds with you. Jackie, how about you? I know you mentioned a lot of like 90s artists in there.
A lot of, definitely. I mean, heavily influenced by late 90s, early 2000s, like singer-songwriter pop music. I listened to a lot of Hanson, Michelle Branch, stuff like that, Vanessa Carlton.
I knew somebody else that was big, and this was like when I lived in Florida.
Yeah.
Big into Hanson. So much that she'd gotten their autographs and then got them tattooed.
I know people who've done that. Yeah.
With Hanson?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They have a pretty big cult following.
I guess, yeah.
I should say small cult following because it's not a large group of people, but they're very, very dedicated fans.
That to me is amazing.
Yeah,
Good
and they're so talented. I saw them last summer down at Wolf Trap outside DC. They played with the National Symphony Orchestra and it was incredible. They're really talented musicians and people just think of them as, you know,
Mbop, yeah. I remember their first album that like after they kind of grew up, it had like a couple tunes on there I really dug, and that was like the last I really ever listened to Hanson.
Yeah, they went independent, but they've had some pretty big success with that on their own. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Do you perform any Hanson when you play? I did once. I did perform a Hanson song once, but
was it Mbop?
It was not. Okay. It was called This Time Around.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the one off that album I was talking about? Was that like one of their?
It was their second album.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't that one then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say though, Hanson's like the one that's not on our set list for this tour.
It is not.
Michelle Branch is on there.
Michelle Branch is on there. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, I'm just very influenced by that time. I think it was just that was a time in music that, you know, I connected to most for whatever reason. I did listen to a lot of singer-songwriter stuff growing up from like the 70s, like Carole King and you know, James Taylor, Carly Simon, a lot of that stuff my parents were really into, Fleetwood Mac. So I like that stuff a lot too. And you know, nowadays I listen to a lot of Lady Gaga. She's definitely a big influence for me right now.
I have yet to watch it. It's on my media server, but I'll get your opinion. What did you think of? Did you see her in A Star Is Born?
Yes, I did. And it was so good. And it was incredible. And actually, Kory and I do the duet "Shallow" on the tour.
Was that the one that they did at the
the Grammys,
Oscars or
Yeah.
whatever it was. Or,
I mean, we don't look as intimately into each other's eyes as
Yeah, they
maybe
took a lot
Bradley
of shit
Cooper
for
and
that.
Lady Gaga did. We've tried to make more eye contact, but then we
Working
just
on it.
start
Working
laughing.
on it, yeah.
We try though. We try. Clearly, we're not actors and actresses.
You gotta angle the piano more straight at you, I guess.
they took so much shit for that, and everybody's like, they're actors.
They are. I mean,
and that was the logical response. And people were like, oh, I forgot who they kept.
everyone thought
referencing
that they should be, that they're in love, and well, obviously they're good actors because they made us believe that. So
They did their job.
yeah, they did their job. But yeah, it was incredible. I loved the movie. So sad though.
So I still have
was
yet
sad.
to. I still have yet to see it.
What?
I haven't watched the Queen movie yet either.
Did you see it, Jamie?
No, not yet. Everyone keeps saying to, but I just have to.
Oh my God, it's
I haven't
so
even had
good.
5 minutes, let alone 5 hours or however long.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
hours.
it's so good.
Hey, but wasn't Titanic like 3.5 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I love her. Like everything she stands for, and just a huge influence for me.
Even the meat suit.
I mean, the funny thing with Lady Gaga is that she always had a really intelligent, philosophical explanation for the weird stuff she was doing.
She's an
and
intelligent
I appreciated
person, yeah.
that. Yeah.
What was her explanation for the meat
I don't
suit?
remember.
I'd love to hear how that would
Wait,
be intelligent.
I don't actually remember, so I don't want to misspeak. But she had an actual, and I was like, oh, now I get it.
Was
Like,
it a
I mean,
movement for veganism.
I still would never wear a meat dress myself. But yeah, there was some kind of like, she showed up to something too, like in an egg, and everyone was like, what?
I remember that.
And there was, she gave this explanation. I was like, wow.
But an egg, though, that would be just a prop. Like, she actually wore meat.
She definitely wore meat. Oh yeah, there it is. Lady Gaga explains her meat dress.
Let's see.
What does she say?
She gave. She said it's no disrespect, but it was a protest. I don't see how it was a protest against the military's "Don't ask, don't tell."
What?
So it
Wait,
was,
how does that even tie in?
it was a thing for gay rights, but I don't see.
How does the meat tie in?
I don't see how meat has anything to do with gay rights.
Yeah, I don't really know either, to be honest with you.
DeGeneres ended the segment.
I'm not a piece of meat.
You know what?
in a meat bikini.
I have no idea.
All right.
Well,
She might have.
It doesn't really explain
She
it.
might have said something.
I don't
more
remember. I don't
eloquently.
know. I like her. Meat dress and all.
Meat dress and all.
Yeah, somehow the meat dress was to support gay rights.
I'm not understanding that.
Weren't you
connection,
just saying she's really logical?
but- Usually, but that didn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
No sense. Right?
Let's get her on the show. Let's talk.
We'll just have to ask her ourselves.
Go find her in New York somewhere.
Sure.
Right?
Clearly, that was not the example to use. But
Whatever.
as usual, I picked the wrong one.
I mean, it was the article. That probably was it. We've just misremembered it. That's all.
Yeah.
Kory, what about you outside of
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel and Ben
And
Folds.
Ben Folds.
By the way, I saw Ben Folds with the. I think I've seen him 2 or 3 times. One of the times I saw him was with the Florida Orchestra down in Tampa.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So it was him doing his orchestra tour a couple years ago,
love
and
that,
that was really cool.
I
to
still
see.
haven't seen him with the orchestra. I saw him as Ben Folds 5 once or twice, and he's been
That
on
I
tour.
really wanted to see.
That was a good
when
time.
when they came back, a couple years ago, and I didn't get a chance to. I saw him at Bonnaroo when he was performing.
Oh, nice.
That was after "Rockin' the Suburbs" came out, or that period. So he had hi-hat
cool.
man with him to play hi-hat for that. But yeah, he's an amazing performer. I mean, and he's an amazing talent too.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I love.
And he's definitely intelligent. I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's orchestrating stuff on stage, like for shows and things. And he's now like a host at the for like the National Symphony Orchestra in like Washington. He's doing like a bunch of like artist series and stuff. I was there with my girlfriend. We saw like Sarah Bareilles was doing performances and he was hosting.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
nice.
they didn't really do too much together. He sang a little bit with her. I was hoping for more, but
Yeah.
But besides like piano wise, like obviously him, Billy Joel, a little bit of Elton John. Grew up with my parents and stuff. But then as you've probably heard on Whispers After Dark, I also have like a lot of like folk and like countryish inspirations. My dad listened to like Willie Nelson and
Nice.
a bunch of country artists growing up. So I had a taste for like the older country, not like the newer country.
Yeah, that's where I lie too. Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson.
And then I like the folk rock, like the newer stuff, like Jack White with the Raconteurs. He did like more folk rock things, and Bright Eyes, Conor Oberst and Bright Eyes. Definitely a big fan. That's a lot where I get my guitar inspirations from.
I'm going to everybody will look at me funny when I say this, but I'm not a big Jack White fan. And of his projects, like they don't talk to me the way they talk to pretty much everyone else, I guess.
That doesn't surprise. I've heard mixed reviews because he does out there stuff where I would love to see him perform though. That's still on my to-do list because I hear he just goes all out and like makes things extra difficult just so he'll put the instrument like 5 feet away for the next show just because it was too easy on that show. So he will further himself just to get across the stage faster and make it more challenging.
He's a weird like sadomasochist.
Yeah.
Or God, all I'm thinking about is that State skit. Any State fans in here? Talking about going back to the 90s.
God.
MTV, The State.
I watched it back then.
The State. It was like it was a comedy skit show with like a bunch of people. They were a bunch of guys from NYU. They all do stuff now. I mean, most of them went on to do Reno 911. So it was like mainly the cast of Reno 911. They were all members of the skit, The State, the show on MTV, and its downfall was kind of talking about Joey, right, who's about going up against the OC. The bright people at MTV decided, hey, there's this great show. I forgot what its normal time slot was, but they had a great idea to put it up against SNL on Saturday nights.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's brilliant.
And
like Mad TV.
That was but unfortunately, it didn't
contest.
work, and it disappeared, and it disappeared like for good. And then when I was in college, I found at some like record store this videotape, VHS. It was like The State. It was like called Skits and Stickers. And I remember it was a yellow box and had all these like, it looked like stickers all over it. And it had a lot of skits in it I liked. And then finally, I think back in like 2009, 2010, they released it on DVD. It was like 4 discs. And then it was on Netflix or Hulu for a while. And I don't think it is anymore. But if you find them on the internet, check them out. It is, if you like Reno 911, what else do those guys do? A bunch of stuff. The other half of them are the ones that are like behind a lot of the movies, like what's the one with Sean William Scott and the little
American Pie?
No.
That's the only one I would have thought of too.
With him and
he's in Goon, right?
Yeah, he's in with him and Paul Rudd. Not Step Brothers.
I Love You, Man.
No. The one where they watch the kids, Role Models.
I did see that.
So that was one of the movies done by like the other half of the guys that didn't go on to do like Reno 911 and stuff like that.
I like Sean. What's his name? Sean William Scott. He's good. Stifler. Yeah. He's awesome. He's good in everything he's in.
Okay.
Yeah. No?
I mean,
did you see Goon?
I did see. I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one. He was good in that.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one either.
But a lot of his roles are all the same role. It's still Stifler.
That's why I always call him Stifler.
All these years later,
he's
still playing Stifler.
Well, have you ever seen Ross in anything else? There's no David Schwimmer. It's Ross Geller is in another movie.
I don't see
like
him in anything anymore.
David Schwimmer is always
same with
Ross
Lisa Kudrow.
Geller.
Lisa Kudrow too. She's Phoebe. Everything.
See, I don't think that.
Really?
Yeah. Chandler is the only one, and even then, like he did, like when he did like Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, like it was complete. I wasn't complete opposite, but it was complete opposite of Chandler. It had it had some of the characteristics of him, but
I feel like sitcoms are hard to break away from that character, as opposed to like just being a.
See, but now like Michael Richards.
Oh,
I mean, he's Kramer, and he's embraced that.
Oh well, I thought you were going somewhere else with him.
Well, yeah, there was some other things.
Yeah, he had his own problems.
You know, I feel like a lot more with the people from Seinfeld that I will always identify with them with that specific character. For some reason, Friends
he's
isn't
definitely
like that for me.
typecasted.
It's weird. Like, as much as I love Friends, like I don't. Except for like Gunther, obviously, if that guy's ever in anything, he's
Gunther. Or
Gunther.
Janice.
Oh my!
Oh my God!
So
I think she was on Seinfeld, wasn't she?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think she did a guest
As Janice.
I could be wrong.
She might have. A lot of those, all those
The
shows, they
crossover.
all like they're
Mad About You.
Yeah,
They
like
did like a
this-
crossover. Yeah.
the secondary guys and the extras were in all. And Mad About You and Friends used
Yeah.
Phoebe or Ursula.
Yeah.
So
And Helen Hunt was on a Friends episode, and yeah, that's the whole thing.
yeah, so good discussion on TV. We've got the
As we segue.
This is like I love the '90s in here.
I do love the 90s.
We
I'm
get back
such a
together
90s
for,
kid.
An I love the '90s
Yeah.
special. That's what we should do. We should do like I love the decade shows. Like
I have Trivial Pursuit 90s edition. I'll bring it.
there you go.
And then the artists could do like 90s covers,
Yeah.
Goo Goo Dolls or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Goo Goo Doll, they're touring again this summer, right?
I would hope.
I think so.
They
hope
do. I
so.
think they do it like every year.
Yeah, they're. It's amazing how many of those bands are now back touring too, and like you're like, what? These guys are. I just heard somebody the other. Well, when you were here that one day, we were like talking about somebody. We were looking up the Warped Tour lineup, and I was like, holy shit, those guys are still together, or they're back together. And I keep hearing like all these bands from like the early and mid '90s, and I'm like, wow, they got back together. They're
Some of them
performing.
never stopped. Like I think a band like Sponge, you're hearing about them again now, but they actually never. I don't think they ever stopped.
Yeah,
they were just
I
playing
did
to
not hear
smaller
about
and
them
smaller and
forever.
smaller and smaller venues, and now they're getting bigger again.
Yeah.
But just as one example, a lot of these guys they just weren't getting any attention. You know, it's crazy.
I saw
Time and
Toad,
tide.
I saw
Yeah.
Toad the Wet Sprocket a couple years ago. They out with Counting Crows, and they sounded great. I mean, I don't know how many original people are still in the band. I mean, that's the thing too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably just the singer or something. You know?
But look, that's where things are going. It's every band's going to be like a franchise.
And then when the band dies, they make a movie about it, just like they did with Queen. They're doing with Elton John
Yeah,
next.
but Queen. Well, Elton John's not dead, but
Yeah, but
right.
they're
He didn't
making a
die,
movie.
right?
No,
We didn't
no.
know
Michael
that.
Michael Jackson's got something coming out. Doesn't he have a Broadway show or something coming
I
out?
heard something. Yeah.
Is it still coming out?
It's still coming out. And apparently, there's protests and all that,
Yeah.
but the show must go on, as they say.
But like it all Kiss started this whole thing. Like I mean they're really easily be interchangeable because they wear makeup.
Right.
But like I talked about this I think with Steve Fauble last one of these like what Dead and Company's doing. Bringing guys like John Mayer in and these younger guys, and even Bob Weir has said like he can see like 10 years down the road, like those three guys are the ones leading the band, and they've replaced the two drummers and Bobby. It's becoming franchises. So
Yeah.
it's
interesting.
I went to see.
one of my favorite bands, Chicago. It's down to like two people.
I was just
three
going to
people.
mention them. I went to go see them. There's a guy like my age, maybe young, like I don't know. I mean, he was far enough away I couldn't tell how old he really was. But really, the guy, it was no way he was.
Yeah, you're down
a real member.
to Chicago. You're down to now. I think 3 members: Robert Lamb and 2 horn players, because the sax player doesn't really play anymore. And they've been together so long that even guys who came in to replace original members have moved on. Like Bill
Wow.
Chapman left; he was there for like 25 years. And so it's great. So
That's incredible.
I mean, you guys got to get bands backing you up, and once you do that, then you can start franchising your band. So you could, and it'll get to the point where you can just retire and just let them perform. Like the
That'd be
victory
great.
drive will just be like
Here, you take
a
it on
random
from here,
group of
kid.
people that Jamie's blessed.
And they just kick up some of the profits.
Exactly. Yeah. It's nothing but it's just royalties paid on your end.
Yeah.
Sit at home and collect checks.
That'd be amazing.
70 cents at a
Oh
time.
no, I don't want to be out there.
You don't want to. What do you mean you don't want to be out there?
I would want to be out
you
there.
want to be out there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out there. I'm like,
No, I would.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would.
professional.
We'll turn this car around and we'll go back to New Jersey.
it's free to get in.
Yeah.
We can always go back.
All of our guests here tonight had to pay to come here because they all left New Jersey.
Yep. They don't let us out.
That is quite accurate.
Well, I know we are on a little bit of a tight schedule because you guys are performing tonight. So do we want to take a quick break? We'll get set up and you guys do a couple tunes and
Sure.
Sure.
tell a couple more stories and wrap this up.
That's good.
Wait, did we talk about where you ate? So you know what? This is Dinner with Schmucks. You guys said you ate at Ale Mary's.
We did.
What did you guys have? Let's actually talk about lunch during dinner.
Okay,
with
wait.
Schmucks.
Kory's meal was way more interesting than mine.
Okay.
I was so envious of what he ordered.
Does that mean you want me to start? Or does
You
that mean
need to
wanna
talk
start?
about it. Yeah, because I just got a salad.
Well, she saw it first, and I said I have to get that. That had the what was it called?
It was like Doritos
It
crusted
was the-
chicken sandwich with like Cool Ranch slaw. Like
Well, that wasn't
Yeah.
on the menu the last time I was there. to eat.
Something like
ridiculous.
not your average sandwich or something, but the bread, the bun was like this. The chicken was like this.
It was the biggest piece of chicken breast I've ever seen in my life.
I think I didn't even eat the sandwich part. I got down.
He
to the
ate like
sandwich
around
part.
the edges of the
I
sandwich.
worked my way in, and we took
See,
it
look,
to go.
I'm getting magnetized to everything. I have this magnetic bracelet, and I get stick to
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
It's weird.
There's a lot of metal in here.
Yeah,
Why don't you take off the magnetic bracelet?
because
It's soothing.
Balances
it
you.
has there's a reason for it.
All right, so you got the Doritos Loco fish or
Essentially,
chicken sandwich.
Battered.
Fish. It's not fish. It's
Ew.
not Friday, right?
Yeah.
So what did you get then?
Oh, I just had a salad
Just a
with
salad?
some chicken and pears and raisins and
So you went the healthy route.
yeah. I knew
After she talked to me into the
I
Dorito
went-
sandwich.
Yeah,
That's always the way it happens.
I wanted to keep it light. I knew I was going to be singing today, so
And by light, the salad was still this big.
it was.
too.
yeah.
It looked like I didn't even eat it. And then Kory made me take it back with me because he's like, "You're gonna eat it later." I'm like, "It's salad. It's gonna
Scranton
wilt."
knows how to eat. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Well,
I was happy.
And we had some queso. We had some chips, and yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
why I didn't eat my salad.
Hail Mary's was very good. They had over 77 beers.
They had a
local breweries.
delicious beverage called the White Gummy Bear.
oh, that does sound good.
It was really, 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 really good.
And that's a cool place.
Yeah, thanks
They
for the
have-
recommendation.
They have musicians play during, at nights too. I don't know
Yeah.
if they do during the week so much, but they do solo people. They do duos, and I think they do like 3-4 piece bands there too.
Yeah, it was
They have the
great.
space for it. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
nice
So
big
yeah,
place.
no, it's that like Scranton completely kind of blew up while I was gone. Like
Okay.
when I lived here before, there was like 3 bars that you could play music at. And then like when we came back, we started looking at houses, and my brother was out with us the one day, and we were coming back, and we're like, we should stop and eat somewhere. And he's like, let's go to Ale Mary's in Scranton.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking at all these menus. I'm like, and he's telling me about this place and this place. I'm like, none of these places were here.
Is that Steve? What was his name? It was
Dan?
No, oh no, somebody on a
My
recent
brother?
a recent episode you were talking about this. How when you guys were growing up, there was like nowhere to play. There were,
Like
last
yeah.
episode-
Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the last
Steve.
episode. Yeah. Oh, that was actually up in like Hawley where we were. That
Oh,
too.
okay.
Like, there's all these places up there to play now. Like,
That's actually
maybe
what I heard though
should
when I,
start
great.
playing.
when I was telling people that we're heading up here. Some guy that works with my dad was mentioning the same thing. Like, there's been a huge resurgence
Yeah.
of like young community in Scranton and a lot of cool new places. And
And if they can get the real estate going, it'll be in a lot better position. So real estate's tough inside the town of Scranton. But all right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll set back up. We're gonna do so. First week we had guitar, we had ukulele last week, and this week we're gonna get piano. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to set up one with a bunch of trombone players.
all right,
Why not?
Get a ska band
Why
in here.
not?
I don't know how good a performance it'll be.
It'll be different.
It'll definitely be different. Try to get a tuba player too. It's good to have a
Sure,
tuba player.
full
I
breath.
think that you could get the Philharmonic from the Rahway prison. They've got,
Oh,
they let them
my
out.
God. Jamie, you'll be here for that one, I'm sure.
All right, guys,
You wouldn't miss it.
No way.
Never.
We're
I'd
gonna
be
take
performing.
we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some music for you guys. I don't know what camera. I guess we're looking at that blue one up there.
What are you doing buying your stuff from the guy selling in the parking lot? DinnerWithSchmucks.threadless.com is the only place to pick up all of your official Dinner with Schmucks podcast swag.
T-shirt dog?
Tees, hoodies, cell phone cases, and prints. It's all just a click away. DinnerWithSchmucks.threadless.com.
I'm living in a haunted house, and every time I turn around, there's a shadow watching me. Is it the monster underneath my bed? I hear a whisper in my head. Is it a ghost or is it me? I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them standing right there, I'm tired of being terrorized. Every time I close my eyes, you don't scare me, you don't scare me anymore. You're not the monster running in my bed. You're just a voice living in my head. You're not a ghost, you're part of me. I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them standing right there. Come on, try to find me. Yeah, I'm tired of chasing, so tired of chasing all my nightmares. I think it's time to kiss them goodnight. Gonna kiss you on the nose, gonna hold you real tight. Make it all better, gonna make it through the night. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Gonna kiss you on the nose, gonna hold you real tight. Make it all better, gonna make it through the night. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them standing right there. Come on, try to find me. Yeah, I'm tired of chasing, so tired of chasing all my nightmares. I think it's time to kiss them goodnight.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Dinner with Schmucks podcast. Once again, we are joined by Jackie June and Kory Hilpmann, and Jamie McClanahan, not Jamie McClellan, like I said earlier, goaltender for the Calgary, ex-goaltender for the Calgary Flames, NHL network host now.
Oh, yes. That's right. He is still relevant.
See, now you're basically the same person right now.
Yeah.
Turn your mic on. All right, wait, say that again.
Oh, well, now you're basically the same person.
Take two on the ball break.
Take two on the ball break. All right. So Jackie and Kory are going to perform for us. So Kory, you usually play for Jackie, so this is going to be Jackie's tune. Kory's going to perform, and then Kory's going to do one of his tunes after this as well. So what are you guys going to do first?
We're going to do my song Chasing Nightmares.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
I'm living in a haunted house. Every time I turn around, there's a shadow watching me. Is it the monster underneath my bed? I hear it whisper in my head. Is it a ghost or is it me? I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them standing right there. Come on, try to find me. I'm tired of chasing, so tired of chasing all my nightmares. I think it's time to kiss them goodnight. I'm tired of being terrorized. Every time I close my eyes, you don't scare me, you don't scare me anymore. You're not the monster running in my bed. You're just a voice living in my head. You're not a ghost, you're part of me. I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them make it all better, gonna make it through the night. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Gonna kiss you on the nose, gonna hold you real tight. Make it all better, gonna make it through the night. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. I'm chasing all my nightmares, 'cause my daydreams haunt me. I see them standing right there. Come on, try to find me. I'm tired of chasing, so tired of chasing all my nightmares. I think it's time to kiss them goodnight. Thanks. Thank you.
Awesome. Very good.
Thanks.
You gave my compressor a run for its money.
Is that what was clicking? I don't know if that was just in my headphones.
No, that's but that's okay. We'll, it's stuff we have to deal with. So no, that was awesome. So that is off of your new EP.
Yeah, it's Wildflower, and that song was called Chasing Nightmares. That's the first single, and yeah, and Jamie here produced it and recorded it, and yeah.
So we'll
Very
give
proud of it.
we'll give Audio Factory some props in
Yeah.
the liner too.
Always a thank you.
And I just played the parts that he put in there. Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
you're rubbing on the wall behind you there. You don't hear that?
gosh, Jamie.
Kory didn't rub against the wall all the time. All right.
How on earth
Professional.
Did he Kory, how did you position yourself?
I was like angled that
Yeah,
way.
he was a little more for. Again, I've got the wrong damn camera on. I keep doing that.
Oh, that was angled the opposite way.
Opposite way.
Yeah, now you're angling towards me, which makes zero
We're switching?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. So
Should I?
no, that's good. We'll take another break. We're gonna drop in one of Kory's tunes right here. So.
I've been missing you today, I hope you know I do. Wishing so much that I could stay right at home with you. Every minute of today I thought of you and me, thinking of the summer and how happy I would be. If we could sneak out late at night and walk along the beach, we could watch the starry sky, the ocean underneath. I could hold your hand and we could be just fine as long as you are next to me and I just simply on my mind. I've been missing you today and I'll miss you more tomorrow. Being away from you is my most deepest, darkest sorrow. And I think that you should know that I don't intend to let you go. I've been thinking about our love, how it's so fine and true. To picture it with someone else, I don't know what I would do. You have been so good for me, I hope I've been good for you. No matter what the trouble is, I know we can make it through. And if we were to say goodbye before our time is done, I know I'd regret losing you, hope I'm not the only one. If we could be together to the end of time, I promise you I'll always be there, right by your side. I know that we're not perfect, but we're perfect for each other. I know everything about you, but there's much more to discover. Oh, and I think that you should know that I don't intend to let you go.
right, guys. Once again, welcome back. And yes, so we just heard from Jackie. Now Kory's going to play us a tune. You want to intro it?
Sure. This is a song off the EP, Whispers After Dark. Dark.
After Doctor?
After Dirt.
It's called Wounds. And yeah, it's just about bad things that take a little while to heal. Let time heal all.
All right. Let's check it out.
Gotten the best of me. I'm lost in a perpetual thought. Our hearts don't beat together. Now the rhythm is off for good. Reason, oh reason, what have I done? Oh, mistakes I've made some. I really miss the way things once were. Life hasn't been the same, that's for sure. We're getting used to this one step at a time. Everything will work out and we'll both be fine. I know that life kicks us hard when we're struggling to move. What more can we try? What more can we do? We'll both make it out alright. You know that some wounds just take time. So don't you give up, and I'll do the same. One day we'll see each other again. We'll both make it out alright. You know that some wounds just take time. Thank you. That was Wounds.
All right. Kory, thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I
Thanks for having us.
I'm a big fan of piano rock.
Clearly, me too.
Yeah. I mean, Ben Folds. Oh wow, I'm completely blanking on some of the like Keen. You guys remember Keen?
Actually, never really listened to much Keen.
They were piano. It was like piano, bass, and drums. I think it was. A little more electronic driven, maybe not so
straight piano,
straight
all the time,
piano like you get with Ben Folds.
Like the Eels do some of that too, more like electric stuff.
Yeah.
And Ben Queller, I'm into that stuff.
So check if you get a chance, check out Keen. I mean, their first and second albums. I don't know how many they did. I kind of lost track of them after a while. Going back, I found them through the OC. We were talking about the OC.
Didn't they have a song "Mistakes We Knew We Were Making" or something like that?
They had a song that was sampled or not sampled, but combined. Somebody like used it somewhat recently, and I think that's the word. That's not the name of the song, but that's the that's the words of the chorus.
Okay, yeah, that's something that was really good. I only know one thing by them, but it was excellent.
Yeah. Again, yeah. The OC. Were you guys fans of the OC? Am I the only fan of the OC in this room? Were you a fan of the OC?
Not really.
Jesus Christ. All right. I have to get Mark back on the podcast to talk OC. Wait a second. All right. Yeah. I found a lot of great music, and it was during that like 2003, 2006 period. So a lot of bands like that.
Phantom Planet was the...
Phantom Planet did the...
I was just listening to them on the way up here. Yeah.
I have not listened to them in a while. I think I need to listen to that album. Maybe tomorrow when I'm working, I'm going to put that album on. And Jason Schwartzman.
We played with them and decided not to play the song California because their whole thing was their song right. California. So it was like...
Right, Jason Schwartzman was in that band when they did that song, right?
I don't know who that is.
He went on to... He was in a band called Coconut Records towards the end, but he was in... He's an actor too. He did that show on HBO, Bored to Death. That like kind of crime show. It was with him, Ted Danson. What's the dude from The Hangover? Alan.
Alan.
This guy.
It's not illegal. It's frowned upon.
Yeah,
Masturbating on an airplane.
That was a good show. I think it's still on like HBO Now or Go or whatever.
If I saw a picture of him, I'd probably know him. It's just the name.
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis, yeah. But no, Jason Schwartzman. He was the drummer for Phantom Planet when California was recorded.
Nice. I think it was recorded way before it blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an old song.
I don't know if he was still the drummer by the time I was.
Oh, I don't think it was. No, because he was acting by the time that song blew up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, he probably was not in the band when you played with him. But
yeah, I never heard of him.
I used to play that song with Tom all the time. We used to always play California. So anyway,
nice.
You guys want to? One thing we didn't talk about. So this is going to come out on Tuesday. So like a week from yesterday. So do you guys want to kind of give an update on where you are on your tour from that point forward, where people can find you?
We'll have one more show. It'll be in
geez.
Philly.
Philly.
On the 30th at the pharmacy.
Dirty Philly.
Yeah. So Kory and I will be there. And then that's pretty much it
the
for
pharmacy
the tour.
in Philly.
Okay. And what's the date on that?
September 30th.
September?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm already planning for next week.
Wait, aren't you missing like 3 shows?
What?
Aren't you missing like 3?
He said this is coming on Tuesday.
Come out on Tuesday.
Oh.
End of tour, yeah.
So he asked if there was anything on the tour after that.
So March 30th.
One day.
I
March
don't know
30th.
where September came from.
How about people can follow you online? You guys want to give some plugs?
Sure. Yeah, I have a Facebook page. It's Kory Hilpmann. You remember Kory with a K, and you'll find me. And I got music out on Spotify and iTunes, and I have a SoundCloud, like Bandcamp. Instagram is Quirky Corkies, but you can look up Kory Hilpmann. You'll find me.
Comes up. Yeah, it does come up. I just launched a website, JackieJuneMusic.com. I'm also very active on Instagram, Jackie June Music NJ, as in New Jersey. It's also the same for Facebook. And yeah, you can find me on iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, whatever, all the good stuff.
The works.
All right.
Yeah.
And Jamie, since you're here, you want to go through your plugs again?
I'm Jamie from The Victory Drive. Just follow at The Victory Drive, and it's music's available on all platforms.
And Audio Factory.
And Audio Factory, yeah. If you're looking for some production to be done, come down to the factory over in Belmar and New Jersey.
So we got all points in New Jersey covered here. We've got Neepaw here in the house. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
It worked
This
out
was
good.
fun.
So much. It was awesome that you guys were playing in Scranton. So
Yeah, I was so excited when we were able to work that out.
Perfect timing.
and if you guys ever come into the Electric City again, make sure you stop by.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Like Jamie here. Every time he's through now, he's gonna stop by.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you out for a regular podcast, though. When we don't have to worry about playing and we can just have fun.
I look forward to it.
Nice.
So I don't know if I can get. Well, I guess I gotta use this one. Everybody's in weird places now, so the camera.
I know.
angles
We
are
threw
all-
everything off.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for the video version because there's like us talking and the camera was just focused on Kory there for like 10 minutes.
Awkward. Just a little weird. It's cool.
I'll just put pictures of our heads down in the corners.
Yeah, I'll just
like
holding
talking
it.
right
a little,
there.
yeah.
So
That's
take a
great.
little longer to get the video version. Hey guys, check out. Don't forget Dinner with Schmucks. I was gonna say check out High Stick Creative. As you know, every week I tell you guys check out High Stick Creative, but Dinner with Schmucks too. Find us on Apple Podcast. All the information is there on your screen if you're watching the video version. But Apple Podcast, Dinner with Schmucks on Facebook, on Instagram, DWS Podcast on Twitter, and of course dinnerwithschmucks.com. And then our Threadless shop. Jamie, have you been wearing that sweatshirt the whole time? You had the shirt on before, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You put the
you did.
sweatshirt on after, I think.
I put it on when we started with the performances.
Okay. So Jamie was wearing our new Electric City shirt. You have to go back to the episode to watch it.
I completely forgot to take it
Good
off.
job, Jamie.
During the episode, I didn't have it on. It was just
Yeah,
a t-shirt.
you had. Yeah, you did.
Dinnerwithschmucks.threadless.com. There's free shipping from now until the end of the month.
Hold
That's
on.
the month of March.
Let's show this bad boy off.
Jamie's gonna take his clothes off here on camera.
All right.
There it is.
There we go.
You're gonna have to like walk out in front of a camera though, because it's hard to see. Don't break the mic.
There it is.
There it is. Wait, let me put that full screen there. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Like it,
hashtag
cool.
the Electric City, hashtag
There we go.
Paris of the Northeast.
You can make a thumbnail out of that.
Paris of the Northeast. Oh my God. Is that really the a
It's
nickname
from
for Scranton?
It was from The Office. Michael Scott.
Oh
said
my
it.
God. So funny.
And so it sticks.
And so it sticks, exactly.
Sure. There you go.
Guys, again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah,
and,
thank you so much.
Like I said, look for this on Tuesday. I'll tag you
Awesome.
guys when we put it out. Where am I looking? I guess.
Thank you for letting me co-host with you.
Yeah.
It was an honor.
No problem.
And a hell of a time, too.
Yeah. It was. You didn't have to worry about playing, so you just got to.
Anytime you need a co-host, I'm more than happy to make the trip out.
Dude, you're welcome to come whenever. I could podcast almost any night of the week.
I'm more than happy. This
You
is
find
awesome.
my brother, we'll be all set.
Great. let's have a race. Like we should put out like a bounty. Like find Dan.
Since neither of us have heard from Dan since the last time he was here in the studio to do the podcast. We'll talk to you guys next week. Wave at all the cameras because I don't know which one we're looking at.
See you later.
We'll talk to you guys
Thanks for
later.
tuning in. Thank you,
Thanks.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Namaste, you guys.
Bon appetit, Wolfgang Schmucks.
Has gotten the best of me. I am lost in a perpetual thought. Our hearts once beat together, now the rhythm is off for good. Reason, oh reason, what have I done? Oh, mistakes I've made, son. I really miss the way things once were. Life hasn't been the same, that's for sure. We're getting used to this one step at a time. Everything will work out and we'll both be fine. I know that life hits us hard when we're struggling to move. What more can we try? What more can we do? Both make it out alright. We know that some wounds just take time.
This has been another episode of the Dinner with Schmucks podcast. If you like what you heard, you can find us on social media, facebook.com/Dinner with Schmucks. We are Dinner with Schmucks on Instagram and at DWS Podcast on Twitter. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review on iTunes. Oh, and make sure you tell a friend. Until next time.
So don't you give up, and I'll do the same. Maybe one day we'll see each other again. We'll both make it out.